Wow. Uh, I guess I ran a storage on my phone. Sorry about that. I don't even know where I left off. But I do know that once we know what we want, we're practicing doing what it takes to require it to come to fruition. This takes discipline, and it's never too late to start our endeavors. Remember the commercial? Remember I said that with the beef? The woman was old and doing commercials, and now she's gone. And it's nice to start young to have a long-lasting success. And if we have a talent and we try to go and stay in the direction of that gift because we have this talent, we use it for the sake of others, not for ourselves. And I said that many times. Everything is for the sake of everyone, not just ourselves. Everything we do should be for the betterment of others. And we try not to think selfishly. Rewards come back to you. Sometimes we'll need the help from someone if our goals initiate a lot of work. So everything I do, it's for everyone else. It's for everybody. It's not just for myself. I desire to help everyone, and if I can, I'll do better for myself. And everything I give comes back to me. Because what goes around comes around. They say karma. you know and karma is not a bad thing. Sometimes it's a very good thing. you know. So I believe this. And all this takes desires to set off the practice, do what we need to do. And this takes a change in our life. So, and this is change. I'm going to give you a definition. To make something different, alter, or modify, or to replace. This is power. We hold and control this power. What do we truly want, and how do we alter our thinking to go after it? Do we desire to make it different? We can. However, this will take practice. So if I want to do something in my life that might to reach the goal or to enlighten and uplift someone else, I need to change a lot of things about myself, change my inner thinking. I need to change my attitude. I need to change what it is that I really want to do. If it isn't good for me, then I need to change what's good for me. And I need to practice it. And practice is not always easy, but this is the definition of practice: a habitual expected procedure or way of doing something. Every time a negative thought comes to mind, replace it with a positive affirmation. This will enhance your power. And if we practice going after it, what we desire in a manner that is energetic and not procrastinate, this change is possible. So I don't want to procrastinate. I don't want to become lazy. I don't want to say, I'll do it later, I'll do it tomorrow. If now is the time, because that's all we have is now, then do it. Do it. This is what we have now. So do it. Excuse me, my mouth is dry. So do it. So now listen, change is uncomfortable. When we force ourselves to go after the unknown, change is very uncomfortable because we don't know. The unknown is fearful. But we can't be scared of the unknown. We have to go after it. Fear stops change. Fear stops change in our thinking, and keeping our thoughts on our goals eliminates fear. So fear stops the change. And if we keep thinking positive, it overcomes that fear. The thoughts on our goals eliminates fear. We press forward towards our goal, believing we can accomplish it. Once we take time out daily to put energy into our goal, this is positive practice. So we have to practice. Practice is so important in our life to do things. If we don't practice, skills aren't to its peak unless we practice it to get better. People that are professionals at the thing, they're not professionals just by waking up and born with it. They practice. to get better and better and better, speaking positive affirmations to themselves so they can feel and think different. It takes practice. It's not always easy to practice something if we're not willing. Here we go with that word again, willing to and have courage to change it. We've practiced being in fear for so long, it's difficult not to fear. Now we try to practice bravery. We do this and we start feeling like something is wrong. And it is something wrong. We are what's wrong. We're getting unattached from old habits. We're getting unattached from old habits. We're creating, in reality, it's not, this is not wrong. Well, all right, so let me clarify this. We are wrong when we have this fear that something is wrong. It is something wrong. It's our thinking, the unwillingness to change, the procrastination, the laziness, the not choosing a desire, to not choosing from the decisions that we have. Yeah, there is something wrong when we just don't do what we, and it's okay if you don't want to do it, it's fine. Somebody else will. Hopefully. But it's better when you do it. I know it's better when I do it. Yeah. We are starting to do something positive to move towards our life. And it feels different. We want different, we create different. If we want different, then we should create different. This is the definition of different. Distinct, separate, not the same as another, unlike in nature, form, or quality. This is the yin and yang of our thinking, positive versus negative thinking. And remember, I talked about polarity. Once we start doing and speaking and thinking different, a change begins. This change depends on which way we view things, negative or positive. It takes courage. What? I don't know what I wrote. It takes courage to make an effort to choose which way to go. If you're willing to inspire others and uplift others, then we'll feel this and we'll try to do better. That is part of the goal to reach our true mark, a desire to not stop at doing what's best for the spirit in people. See, and I spoke on this, so I don't have to really elaborate a lot on it. But if we want better, we have to do better. We have to practice better. We have to think better. We have to have the willingness to do better. We want better. If we desire this better thing, is the spirit